Hey, what's up guys? I know that it's been a couple weeks since my last video. Sorry about that. I've been extremely busy at work. I've had a lot going on and just haven't had any time to really shoot or edit anything. Right now I'm also trying to get over this cold that you can probably hear right now, and it's making it actually pretty difficult to talk through this. But I am shooting and editing various videos. Obviously I'm here now with my Tandy 1000, so watch for a video about that pretty soon. But in the meantime, just to give you guys something to watch, I've got this mailbag shot and ready to go. So I know I did one of these just a little while ago, but I've got another one right here just to give you guys something to look at. In the meantime, I'm going to just keep plowing on through shooting and editing. I've got about 6 more videos that I'm working on right now. So look forward to something a little more in-depth very soon. But that's it for now. Just I hope you enjoy this mailbag video if you can. And I will see you again soon. So I've decided to take a little break from trying to diagnose my broken Apple IIGS to open some mail. I've only got a couple things here right now, but I will have a few more by the time I actually post this. But these are a couple things I need, so I want to actually be able to use them, so I want to get them open as soon as possible. I haven't actually... I ripped this open. I haven't actually taken anything out yet, so this is the first time we're both seeing these. This is just a composite cable for my Atari ST that I bought. This is the best that I can buy, but I'm going to try making my own cable to get RGB out of my Magnavox monitor that I bought quite a while ago, specifically to be able to use basically any classic computer with it. It should work as an RGB monitor. It just has a weird connector, so I'm going to try to make a cable for that later. But I'll be probably capturing any footage from the ST with this cable. So I needed this one anyway. And we've got a belt for the drive. This is the drive that came with my ST, and I opened it up, looked at it, and like most things that have belts that were made 20 odd years ago, the belt was completely shredded. If you've seen my 8-track tape video, then you saw that one had gone completely gooey. And why can't I get this off now? It's always the way it happens in videos. I'm going to fast forward this. I'll be right back. Okay. Here's the inside. The belt would go here, and it had gone completely hard on this one and had just torn itself to a million pieces. So part of it was actually sticking out of the bottom of the case when I got it. So that was an indication early on that it was not gonna work off the bat. But now I can get that hooked up and hopefully at least have regular floppy disk support on my ST. I did find out that I got one of the crappy early drives with this computer, and it has the 14-pin connector, which means I can't easily hook up a floppy emulator. I could make a cable myself for that also. It's just kind of a pain. I've seen other people do it though, so I might do it. I don't know what else to do. I don't want to be stuck with just, actually making floppies on this thing. So, but anyway, belt. Hopefully I can at least get the thing working the way somebody would have had it working in the late 80s or 90s. And then what's in here? This really is the first time I'm opening this. I know what it is, but I'm kind of excited to see it. Yay! This is all the manuals and stuff that would have come with the TI-99 4A. In fact, this might even be the bag that it originally came in the box. As you may have seen in my last mailbag video, I did not get any of the manuals or anything with my TI-99 4A, so I just went out and bought them. Got the video modulator pamphlet, got the Computer Advantage Club flyer, TextNet Information Service pamphlet, quick setup guide, user reference guide, which I actually need because I have no idea how to use this computer, so I'm going to have fun looking through this. addendum, another addendum about the joysticks, oddly enough, and some other stuff, I guess, and beginner's basic. What I'm still missing are some keyboard strips, and I'm still looking for those. I understand that a couple came with the system, and then they also come with certain software packages, so I haven't gotten any software yet. Probably once I get some software, I'll get some keyboard strips. But anyway, that's it for right now, but I'll be right back with more stuff, I'm sure. I'm back with one more package. I've got another couple coming before I actually post this. But one more package today, and I'm sorry I didn't wait for you guys before opening it, but I actually forgot what this was. So just wanted to open it, see what it was for myself, make sure it's not anything untoward that I wouldn't want to put on camera. But no, VGA HDMI adapter. This is for my Dreamcast and possibly some other things when I start filming with that. If you guys saw my capture device video, my capture device does pretty well with HDMI sources. It really ups the bit rate, and just generally looks a whole lot better. So rather than try to capture from composite or S video, I'm gonna try and do it through the VGA. I tried to do it in other ways before this, but hopefully this will work. This was an $8 purchase on eBay. It's one of those things that it may be a complete disaster, but I figured I'd try it out. Most converter boxes, VGA to HDMI, are quite a bit more expensive than this. So we shall see. So I've just got a couple more things to show you in this iteration of Modern Classic Mailbag. The last one's going to be really cool. I can promise you that. That's going to be tomorrow, although for you it'll be in just a minute. But today I just got this in the mail. This was actually a donation from one of my viewers. Thank you very much for that. I was very excited when I got this, so I just had to rip it right open at the post office. Sorry about that, but it was just literally about an hour ago, so you're almost seeing this at the same time I am. But I thought this was really cool. It's a whole bunch of original Apple II stuff, mostly Apple IIc, which is great because that was my first computer, and I actually have lost most of this stuff over the years. In fact, this was from a slightly later version of the Apple IIc than I have, so I do still have my manual. This is the Apple IIc owner's manual that came probably in 86, 87, I guess. I'll show you the one that I have so you can compare it. This is my original Apple IIc manual, and as far as I know, it's actually the original Apple IIc manual. This would have been the later one. You can tell how Apple's branding changed over the years. They went from the kind of stylized, italicized font to just the Apple Garamond font there. But yeah, so I'm going to have fun looking at that, as well as the quick setup guide. The monitor user's manual, that's kind of cool. How many people kept that? Apple IIe Diskware ImageWriter Toolkit, which is actually pretty cool because I haven't shown it on video, but I do have an Apple ImageWriter basically in new condition in the box with a whole bunch of ribbons, unused ribbons, and at some point I'll probably be setting that up, but didn't have any software for it, so pretty cool. And this looks like the original ImageWriter user's manual. Actually, I have an ImageWriter 2, so some of it probably wouldn't apply to me. I'm not sure if this software works either, but we'll see. And the discs that came with the Apple IIc, and this is great because, again, most of mine I've either lost or they no longer work. I don't know if these ones work either, but they look to be in great shape. I mean, look at these sleeves, and still kept in the plastic and everything. So, and it looks like everything's there that I remember. Now again, these look kind of different, which is interesting. I'll show you the one that I still have. So again, here is an original Apple IIc System Utilities. And later version, I suppose. Just interesting to see how the branding changed over the years. But anyway, that's about it for this package. Okay, and here we have the 2 pièces de résistance of this mailbag. Both unopened, so let's just get right in there now and see what's in these 2 boxes. These are going to be really cool, at least for me. Now, if you can't tell what this is an Apple IIGS motherboard. Right after I filmed my Apple II video, I noticed that my IIGS was no longer recognizing any 3.5-inch devices or SmartPort drives, and that includes the floppy EMU. I did pretty much everything I could think to do to test what was wrong and fix it. I have 2 different Apple IIGS boards, and one of them was working. I tried swapping them out. They both ended up having the same problem. I got my multimeter out. I even got my oscilloscope out. I tested all the pins on the SmartPort connector. I tested for shorts. I tested the signal path. I ended up deciding it was probably the VGC chip that was the problem on both boards, and the only way that I can think that could really happen is if I did something wrong, like for example unplugging one of my drives or the floppy EMU while the system was still on. These days with hot swapping and everything on modern PCs, it's kind of easy to forget that you need to turn the computer off. I knew that I needed to, but sometimes I might just, on impulse, just unplug something without turning the computer off, and that's probably what happened. I'm going to be a lot more careful with this board. Now, I do think the problem was actually this chip right here that I probably blew out on my other 2 boards. I'm really happy to see on this board that this is socketed. On my other 2 boards, it's soldered on. So this chip, if I ever do need to replace it again, and hopefully that'll never happen, but you can get these for about $10 on eBay occasionally. So yeah, really happy with this. I can finally make that floppy EMU video that I've been promising you guys for a long time, and I can just enjoy my Apple IIGS again, which I haven't been able to for a while. So awesome. And finally, the box that I just got today. A lot of you guys have been asking me if I could feature my modern PC on the channel, and I'm not against doing that. This is modern classic. Not everything on this channel is going to be retro hardware, but I wanted a reason to do it. I didn't want to just show my PC, especially because there's nothing really all that impressive about it, but it is in need of an upgrade, and I finally got that. So I'll be going through why I picked all this stuff in a different video, and I'm going to go through the upgrade itself as I do it. But you can see right here, Ryzen 5, it's a 1600X. Some new Crucial Ballistics RAM. And brand new MSI B350 PC Mate motherboard. All of this stuff is kind of mid-range. Well, I mean, it's high-end in the grand scheme of things, but as far as, gamer hardware, it's kind of mid-range. But as I've said before on this channel, I generally don't go for the bleeding edge. I don't think that's where the best money is spent. I think it's better to go for kind of bang for the buck, and that's what I did with these components. And this does not come with any kind of CPU cooler, which is kind of surprising, but I did actually pick one of those up today. So I'll be doing a video on upgrading my PC to this stuff, and I'm actually going to be selling my old stuff too. So watch for that. But yeah, so I got a lot of stuff going on over the next few days, and Sorry to keep smacking my stuff here. It's just kind of a bad habit I have. I will hopefully break out of that eventually. But anyway, that's about it for this mailbag. And just keep watching for some new videos. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this. I hope you found it somewhat interesting. All right. Bye-bye.